Welcome to my review here of the HTC Evo View 4G 7-inch Android tablet. Let's get into this little critter. You slide the little ring up from your lock screen and there you go. You're into the tablet. First let's talk about what it is. As I mentioned, it's a 7-inch Android tablet made by HTC. It's called the Evo View 4G. It's very similar to HTC's Flyer tablet. The Flyer looks exactly like this in the form factor, except the Flyer here where you've got this gray back, the Flyer's white. And the Flyer does not have 3G and 4G wireless data capabilities, which the Evo View does right here. So other than that, they're really identical. It has a 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon processor, 32 gigs of storage, a gig of RAM, 1024 by 600 resolution. You got your GPS, your Wi-Fi, 3G and 4G, which I mentioned before. A front megapixel, 1.3 megapixel camera, and a rear 5 megapixel. Bluetooth 3.0, and it comes out of the box with Android 2.3, aka Gingerbread, but it is upgradable to Android 3.2 Honeycomb as of December 2011. I think there's a little link right down here you can click on, and then I'll tell you how to upgrade it in another video I had. And this critter gets 7 hours of battery life, according to HTC, and I think that's pretty accurate. I've used this thing for about a month, and I've used it several times at 4 or 5 hours of continuous Wi-Fi use, and it still had plenty of battery left. Now that's not 3G and 4G usage, so you might have a little bit of different of battery life using the wireless data, but it's for Wi-Fi it's pretty much true to their claims. One thing that also sets this apart from all the other 7-inch tablets out there is HTC makes a little Stylus Pen. You can click on this little icon in the corner here. You can't really see it in the video, but there's a little picture of a pen. If you tap on that, it activates the ability to draw on the screen, and there's a little palette of colors and functions that pops up in the corner down there that allows you to sign PDFs. You can take a snapshot of the screen, make little notes. It also synchronizes with Microsoft's OneNote software, your account there. So not many other tablets do that. Actually, I'm not sure of any that do other than this one. So that pen will run you about 50 to 70 bucks. So if you're interested in that capability, you're gonna have to plunk down the extra cash. Let's take a look at the design of this critter and see what we think here. So on the back, it's got like a kind of a gray matte finish. It feels aluminum. It's actually plastic, but it really does feel like it's a metal construction. It's really solid in the hand. I've been using it for a while, like I mentioned, and I'm really happy with the way it feels. It's not too heavy. It's about 14.8 ounces, so just a bit under a pound. And one thing I really like about it, which I don't see on other tablets, it's kind of hard to tell. If you look at, let me see if I can get it there, there's a little bit of an up curve on this little metal ridge here. And what that does is allows you, when you're holding it, allows your thumb to have something to grab onto rather than your thumb just sliding it off. So when you're holding the tablet, on your lap kind of like this, and you're doing your stuff, it really enables you to grab it nice and solid. So I kind of like that. I don't know if that was an accident or if that was intentional, but there's a little bit of a grasping spot down there. So let's compare this to design-wise to the Samsung Galaxy, which is kind of the upper end, kind of the gold standard in 7-inch tablets. On the front, physically, they're almost identical in terms of the surface area. If you look at them from the side here, you can maybe see in the camera. Let me get them so I can get a better shot here. The HTC is on the bottom and the Samsung's on the top. They're pretty close in thickness. The Samsung's a little bit thicker. It's got a little deceptive on the Samsung. You can't really see. It's actually thicker than it appears, but weight-wise, the Galaxy is just about 2.5 ounces lighter. The back, you can see the HTC's got this panel that pops off, and the Samsung Galaxy is all one solid finish. So Samsung does feel a little bit lighter in the hand than the HTC, and the Samsung also does have little micro SD expansion slot on the outside, which is kind of nice. With this one, you've got to pop off a panel. Not a big deal, but just if you're looking at comparing this against the Galaxy, that's the difference. Again, this has 3G and 4G capability, which the Galaxy, which I'm holding here, does not. Price-wise, the Galaxy is going to run you a lot more than the HTC Evo View 4G. So now that we talked about the design, let's talk about the physical design. Let's look at the software design. HTC makes the Sense UI, which is kind of a wrapper or something built on top of the Android operating system. And as you can see here, the way this works is they give you kind of 8 virtual desktops that you can utilize here to put all your widgets. Now your gizmos, I don't have any on that one, so you didn't see much. So you start off at your home screen here, and you can scroll through them. You can also do this little pinch maneuver, and you can see all your desktops, and you can just tap, pop right into whatever desktop you want, which is kind of nice. And you can also flip this on its side like every other tablet on the planet, and you get your horizontal view here. So you notice here on the bottom you got these 1, 2, 3 soft touch buttons. As you notice, as I turn it, they'll turn off, and then they'll turn back here on the bottom. So if you do upgrade this tablet to Honeycomb, you're going to lose the capability, those little soft touch buttons, because Honeycomb has all the buttons within the screen. So that's one. It's kind of nice, but with this you can only flip it this way, flip it this way. It doesn't react when you flip it upside down. So it has the ability to do that, and when you put Honeycomb on here, it will do that, but these little buttons will shut off. So performance-wise, I'm really happy with the performance of this. No complaints at all. A lot of people might say you need to have a dual-core processor. I think it's nonsense. Everything's quick and responsive. It does support embedded flash inside your browser, which some tablets do not. Obviously, it supports flash as well, just natively, regardless of if it's embedded or not. Let me turn the volume down here so we don't have to listen to Soledad O'Brien talk to you. The response is quick on the pinch and zoom. It's really responsive. I have no complaints at all. The layout of the browser works really quickly. You got your bookmarks and zoom and all this other stuff. I'm not going to go into that, but it's really intuitive to walk into this and figure out what's going on. So overall, it's a great tablet. If you're looking at your Galaxy, this is a fantastic option, which is a little bit less expensive, and you might be able to get them for about $350 as of January. That's just with no contract through Sprint. I think Sprint's actually selling them for less than that now, probably around $250 with the contract. They were, I think, $400 earlier in the year. But anyway, there you go. You get the HTC Evo View 4G 7-inch Android tablet. Great tablet if you're looking for a 7-incher out there.